Welcome back, everybody. Good morning. Beautiful Sunday morning here. We're heading over to the border wall right now. We should be at the border wall here in 10 minutes. Okay, Larry, C10, Darlene. I gotta figure out how to turn off this autofocus. Just watching the last one. Awesome, F. Duffy, Tammy, Katina, Just Ducky. Welcome, everybody. Welcome this morning. It's currently 5:03 a.m. here. We were out here until about 10:30, I think, last night. We're gonna go back to the same spot we were at last night. See what it looks like. Be out there for a couple of hours, maybe more than a couple of hours. I let my beautiful wife sleep in this morning, so it'll be me this morning. Then we'll come back. I'll cut off later on this morning and pick her up, have some breakfast, and then head out to the Pasadena fires. But welcome, mods, welcome, viewers, Twitch, Facebook, Rumble, YouTube. Ace of Heart, good morning. Stop real quick and grab myself a coffee. Oh, Uncle Bill, good morning. Carol, I got the coffee with me, ready to go. Finished watching last night, Kelly. Just fell asleep. Awesome. We're watching the replay. There wasn't much going on last night. I don't know if we missed something when the buses were there and we took off. Julius, good morning. Where am I heading to this day? I'm going to go back to the border wall real quick before. We'll be out there for a little bit until at least probably 8 a.m. At least 3-4 hours out here, and then I'll head back for my wife. We'll have breakfast, and then we'll go live for the drive back to Pasadena for the fires. And then we'll see what kind of coverage we can get for you guys with service out there in Pasadena. far of a drive is it over? We'll be there shortly. We'll exit here in the next 2 miles, and then it's only like a 4-minute drive down Stonewall. So we'll be there like in 7 minutes. It does buffer on the way in there for like 30 seconds, and then it fixes itself. So we'll be there real shortly here. That 6 miles per wind equals hurricane strength in that lane. Wow, did not know that. Well, that's in the area of the hotel walking around. Nothing much. I was reading that right now, and well, not reading it. Julius, I seen the title to an article about that. It's crazy. This morning. Maybe I used them all yesterday. Pastor Carol, how's it going? I love the Bible, Pastor Carol. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this guy holding in his hand? Oh. It's a transient holding his pants up. I was like, what is this dude holding? But he was just holding his pants up. Alright guys, it's gonna buffer as we go in here for like 30 seconds. Wait for it, and it should be back. We're almost there. We're about 2 minutes away. We got Border Patrol to the left, right here. we are here in San Diego at the border wall once again. I'm gonna hang out here for until at least 8 a.m., 9 a.m. before heading back, picking up my wife, having breakfast, and then heading out to the fires in Pasadena. So we'll be live this morning here, see what we catch, and then I'll break away and head out. You're welcome, Barb. Yeah, that's Border Patrol right next to me. Watch the potholes. I keep forgetting about those damn potholes in there. No, there's nobody out here right now. Border Patrol's still parked there as well, with its lights pointing towards the wall. I do not see nobody behind that wall. But we'll be out here. So Kern County has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 different units. Would it be tankers? Would it be engines out here for the Pasadena? We're not out here in the Pasadena fires, and as a mutual aid. And then they have 1 crew 11, those are 1, those are 3, those are 5, those 7, engine 12, engine 32, engine 44, engine 55, engine 67, engine 311, engine 322, engine 356, engine 363, engine 378, KB1A, KB2A, KB5A, KB 7A, KB20, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 units in the Palisade fire, and then they got 1, 2, 3, 4 more en route from Bakersfield right now. So this Border Patrol van Let's see if there's anybody. There might be some people behind the tent. Who knows? We'll find out right now. And the border patrol gets off. Let me see if there's anybody down there, and I'll let you guys know. There is people back there, guys. Let me get the phone down. We'll go down there. There's at least, it's marked at least 8, 9 maybe. One second, guys. So Nepal, India. India too? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mexicano?
Jamaica, yeah.
Jamaica. Jamaica. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So we got 27, guys. 27 of them. So I'm gonna go around here, park, face this way, and we'll see. It's cold out there, guys, so we'll go back there in a little bit. So for those of you just joining right now, there's a group. How many did I count? 27, 29? I can't remember. I think I said 27. Huh? So they're from India, from Nepal, and one of them is from Jamaica. "27 people, thank you, Ace of Heart." The 27 people equals 2 vans, guys. 2 vans will be out here to pick them up. Each van takes anywhere between 13 to 16 of them. California, you voted this for this. This is what is called karma. Actually, this is what people voted for. This is under the Biden administration. We've been covering it for almost 2.5 years now. Non-stop border coverage over the past 2.5 years, and this is actually small compared to the group is small compared to the numbers we've seen before. I mean, Yuma, Arizona, at one point was seeing thousands of people per day. Same thing goes for Texas, and El Paso was seeing thousands of people a day. This is the United States, guys. This is the United States. So once Border Patrol comes by and picks them up, we'll get down there. We'll get some footage of it. For now, they're just waiting. I think the other van that came by, the Border Patrol van, just came by and grabbed a count. Yes, Malvin, Mexico's on the other side. So what you guys see right now in there, oh, we got a border dog. Right there. Never fails, huh? There's always a border dog. Here comes the ATV right here. Border Patrol and ATVs. So what you can see on the other side is the border walls. Right here in Tijuana, there's 2 border walls. I don't know why, but there's 2 border walls. There's one across right at the Mexican borderline, and then there's this border wall here, and then there's a big space in between. So they're in that big space in between, but since they made it all the way down on this side, they have illegally crossed already and are on U.S. soil. What's going to take place here in the next hour, 2 hours, who knows, whenever Border Patrol decides to come by and pick them up, which I call Border Patrol their Uber service. Whenever their Uber service decides to come by and pick them up, they'll bring in 2 vans, get down here, start lining them up, ask them to take off their shoelaces. You guys know the protocol. Shoelaces off. They'll give them tags, so I'll show you. So each one of them will get right here. I have one of the other ones too. So each one of them will get this, like if they were at the airport. They'll get a Department of Homeland Security baggage check, and they'll fill it out. Well, lots don't even fill it out, to be honest. They just give them this with the barcode, and then they put this on their tag. Once they get to the processing center, this here gets given to them, and this stays with the bag. So that makes sure that they don't lose their luggage, because we're a concierge service, and we want to make sure that their luggage is not lost while they get released from processing center into the United States. And then once they get to the processing center, this is what it looks like. So this one here was from a person who arrived here April 3rd of 2024 of last year. This person was her John Acevedo. And then they get released within 48 hours. So, and then usually Border Patrol hops them, load up their luggage. We want to make sure that they're not tired, guys. So what made me decide to come out here, guys? Start of last week, because it's a new week. On Monday, Kern County, my county, which is Bakersfield part of Kern County, CBP, which is the same Border Patrol you see out here, started conducting sweeps, started their operations in town and around Kern County. They did a couple of raids. They went over to Home Depot, started rounding people up, and started their so-called deportation. So I was like, you know what? A bunch of photo ops, I'm pretty sure. A bunch of photo ops, like we know. Government loves to do photo ops, make sure that they think everything's nice and fine. So I was like, let's get back to the border real quick this weekend. So now we're down here and nothing has changed, although they're doing sweeps, raids in California. Our borders are still wide open. Right now, C10, there's 27 of them back there, which almost all of them are from India and Nepal. Everybody say India and Nepal, and one of them say he was from Jamaica. So right now, when Border Patrol shows up and they start doing their thing, we'll get down again and show you guys, bring you guys coverage. Yeah, that makes sense. Round them some up, but let some laying them in. Yeah, that makes total sense, guys. I told you what they need to do. Fire the 87,000 IRS agents the administration hired. And then from there, use that funding to hire lots of judges and more staff for Border Patrol. And start heading up and doing roundups in New York, Denver, San Antonio, Tucson, Phoenix, all these major hubs where all these people have been taken over to in the last 4 years. Get them out of those nice fancy hotels, bring them back, push forward their court dates, because over the last 2-3 years we've seen many of them with paperwork after they get released, and their court dates are not into 2028, 2027. So what happens is they get paroled out. They get here saying they're claiming this. They show up here saying they're claiming asylum. They get taken over to the processing center, and then from there they are released and paroled out into the United States. In the United States, they get to claim all this free stuff because our government likes to give out free stuff. We know it. They get free housing, free medical, free food stamps, free cash aid, everything for free as they wait for their court date. So use the resources, use the funding we have to pay the 87,000 IRS. We don't need IRS agents trying to tax us, to drain us to the last penny, because that's what the IRS agents were hired for. Make sure that your PayPal transactions are taxed. Make sure that your anything that the IRS thinks that they have not taxed you for and need to tax you for. That's why the new agents, IRS agents, are there for. So if they want more money, they could start by rounding them up from the hotels, running them out from wherever they're staying at, and pushing forward their court dates so that they could start heading back home, because 98% of them do not qualify for asylum. They have been taken advantage of our broken immigration laws and the loopholes in the asylum seeking process. So these people, I'm pretty sure, are the ones that showed up throughout the night. Good thing I went back and got some rest and came back early this morning, because we probably would have not seen much last night. And find out the nationals who are building terrorist cells in the country. Yes. Remember, FEMA got what, $4 billion this last time? Yeah, I think it was $3.87 billion got allocated to FEMA for them to put all these people up in hotels, and all that money went over to NGOs. There's a hotel here in town that we've been to several times up in Mission Valley. Nice Ramada hotel where that has been used to house them. So the family you seen up there that was from India, most likely they'll be taken over to that hotel, because that's where the families go, and to the NGOs could find them a place to go, take them to. Yeah, that's a nice dog. Jeffrey, good morning. And say hello to the Rumble folks. No, no more pets. Another border dog. There's always border dogs everywhere. The dog woke you up. Rumble, rumble, rumble. What about the rabbit? I'm pretty sure sooner or later the wife and the girls will convince me for a rabbit. As of for now, no. Oh, Uncle Bill over on Rumble and Jasper, welcome over on Rumble. Yes, Jasper. If you type in the watermark, you can find this. And welcome to the rest of the silent viewers over on Rumble. So for those of you just joining right now, guys, there's about 20, well, there's not about 27. There is 27 of them back there. Everybody from India, Nepal, and one of them from Jamaica, he said. Right now, they're just standing out there waiting for Border Patrol, their Uber service, to come by and pick them up. Once their Uber service gets here, we'll get down and we'll bring you guys coverage of it. We'll give it about 2 months after President Trump takes office. And then we'll make a trip out here, like 1 day trip like we did this time, and see if this NGOs are out of here by then. Once we come back and those tents are gone, it'll be a sign. You're welcome, lady. So rum isn't drinking. How about their spoons of instant coffee and tea onto hot water, you know? You know what? The coffee I just drank hit me pretty good. Or grab you one? I know, my bad, Mike. Should have grabbed all you guys a coffee. I stop at the AM/PM and look how nice the moon looks right now. Oh, there's one of them walking this way to the restroom. So there's 27 of them back there, guys. They're behind those tents. UFO? Maybe, huh? That moon looks pretty low. Yes, most of them were males except for the 4 or 5 people up in the front, which was a family. Not just Ducky. Isn't it crazy how our media works? First, a big fuss, drones everywhere, blah blah blah, and now fires. The drones are no longer in existence. According to the media. Till you forgot about the drones, there nothing but fires down. I need some eggs, bacon, sausage, homemade buttermilk, biscuits, hash brown, and grits. I'll take everything besides the grits, Mike, but that sounds delicious. I'm not a big grits fan. For me, if I'm gonna have grits, I prefer to have oatmeal. Trump said he would give us an explanation of drones on day 1. I want to see classified files on day 1. We, the people, need to know. Well, not classified files, correction. I want to see actual reports, because nothing will be classified. It'll just be, I want to see the actual reports. You're out of realm, oh, Uncle Bill. No, need to make me some bacon. Yeah, transparency is what we need in our government. Whoever's in office, transparency should be our #1 thing. I prefer sausage over bacon, but both of my daughters and my wife are bacon over sausage. Especially my youngest daughter, she loves bacon. Wouldn't it be cool if we could install one of those trail cams out here with service? Imagine we were able to install a camera on a post here and just leave it here every day and have it 24 hours, 24/7 live stream of the camera out here in a different channel, or that way this one won't be locked up. That'll be pretty cool. It'll probably be stolen too within the first 2 days. If not stolen, it's just cracked or broken apart. Kind of wonder if folks could handle full and open transparency. Yeah, you're right. Other cartels will never make their way down here. There'll be more of people coming out here and knocking it down, or Border Patrol knocking it down. How do I feel about Trump family saying that it will be allowed to do business with foreign countries? Trump will not be involved with any of his companies, just like during his first term. Everything will be handed over. Whether his sons do business, I mean, they gotta do their business, right? If they're not serving the administration, they're free to do business. 8 more days, guys. 8 more days. January 20 cannot be here soon enough. Well, the spin. So Trump is not going to benefit from his family business. Okay, America. What you want to keep the Biden administration there funneling money over to Ukraine, and how many kickbacks have they got from Ukraine? I would love to see all those offshore accounts from the money laundered back into the Biden's family. And we're worried about President Trump's family doing business, making an honest living, but we're okay with Hunter's laptop, right? All the business deals Hunter did. Doris, good morning. Yeah, I mean, what, you want President Trump to sell all the stuff he's worked for? Well, he could just hand it off while he serves as president once again. Hunter Command was a hit of coke and a big blood. Now I'm going to tell you something, guys. No president will be perfect. We're all humans. It'd be nice to have a perfect person, perfect leader. Each leader will have its mistakes, but nothing damn as bad as the last 4 years. President Biden will go down as the worst president of all time. $46 yes. Yeah, God's a perfect leader. Absolutely, he is. I don't think you could have a perfect leader besides God. We're all humans. We all make mistakes, but Ramona, welcome. But I think Trump is closest to the perfect we have had in a long time. Yeah, I agree with you that. But what mainstream media does, tries to find the most insignificant stuff and make a big thing about it, and then turn around and make the current president try to look good when we know he's been horrible for the economy. He's been horrible with the open border policies, but they want to make the incoming president the worst one. When you don't play the swamp game, you end up shot or dead. That's obvious. Yeah. They tried to take him out. I agree with you, Tammy. Yeah, who knows, Rory? So what do you guys think for 2028? Gavin wants to run for president, or awful governor of California. I just can't see how people will vote for Gavin Newsom in 2028 after what he's done to California. Oh, it's going to be nice to see J.D. Vance and Gavin Newsom and J.D. Vance win. Vance 2028. I agree with you. Fat Vinny says Gavin's political career is just about over. You really think people will forget about what's going on in California here in 3 years? Oh, people forget, correction, of what happened in California in 3 years. And it'll be all over. Gavin. Don't use him. Heck, don't use him. Excuse me. Newsom reminds me of Joe Osteen. You know what? Now that you bring it up, mental picture. Yes, he does. With that little smile all the time, smirk. Oh, shady man. It'll be foolish on how the country just votes give it back. We'll see. Hopefully, it never goes back. Hopefully. I saw this recall petition for Bass. Is it true? Oh, I'm pretty sure they're trying to come after her. I haven't. Let me look it up real quick. I know the LA residents. Oh yeah, outraged LA residents call for immediate recall of Mayor Karen Bass over wildfires as petition hits over 86,000 signatures. Yeah. Both Pelosi and Newsom will go down very soon. Actually, Pelosi went down already and got hit replacement in UK. Oh wait, sorry, thinking out loud again. Was it in the UK? I don't even know where she was. She was overseas and got hit replacement. Remember when we covered the protests in front of yeah, we that's right. Almost 3 years ago, there was a protest. We were covering a protest outside Gavin Newsom's house, and our awesome viewers sent pizza for everybody there. There was a pizza party outside. Oh, that was an awesome day. What? We had all kinds of stuff delivered that day. Our viewers, they sent pizza. Somebody sent milkshakes for all the protesters out there. It was pretty awesome. What are we waiting for? Just asking. We're waiting for their Uber to show up, which is Border Patrol, to transport them. I was down there a little while ago. You guys want to go see? Here, for those of you that just joined. Let's go. Oh, the bus is here. Look. What a surprise. We got a bus for them. The Greyhound is here, guys. Actually, their Uber got upgraded to a Greyhound this morning. They're gonna open the gates up for them right now. Greyhound is here for them. They're from India. They don't know what they're saying. Cha-cha, how long to get here? How long it took to get here? One month? Yeah. 1 month? Yeah. How much money it costs to get here?
30,000.
13,000 per person?
Yeah.
Or for the whole family?
One person.
$13,000 for one person.
30, some 50 different.
I can't hear you. What was that?
This is different. Some 30,000, some 50, 60,000.
So it's a difference. Some of you guys paid $50,000 to get here? Wow, that's a lot of money.
Some different. Some 20, 30, 50. This different.
So what makes a difference? How come some pay 15, some pay 30,000, and some pay 50,000?
Like Indians, 50, 60,000. Like Pakistani, Afghani, 20,000.
That's US dollars, right? So Pakistan pay more, Indians pay less?
No, Indian pay more, Pakistan pay less.
How much Pakistan people pay?
20.
20,000? Thank you. There you guys have it, guys. From their own mouth. Some of them pay 50,000. People are here claiming asylum. These people have more money in their bank accounts than I do. Cha-cha means lovely brother in their language. I learned that a while back. That's why when I said cha-cha, one of them turned around and talked to me. Hopefully you guys were able to hear that. You were able to pick up his voice. More people, look at this. More people showing up, guys. There's a mother and 2 kids. So, you guys heard it? You guys heard it from him, guys. Not me. Not me trying to invent numbers. Straight out from their mouth. 15, some of them pay 15,000 to get here. So Indians pay, Pakistanis pay more than he said. Or Indians pay more. 30,000, 15,000, some of them even pay 50,000 to get here. Per person. And I asked him, US dollars, right? He goes, yep, US dollars. Whether they sold their homes, whether they did stuff to get here, these people have a lot more money than a lot of Americans. Some Americans can't even afford to buy a home. Some Americans are living paycheck. Well, not some, a lot of Americans, including myself, we're living paycheck to paycheck. But these people have enough money to spend $100K to bring their family down here and are claiming asylum. $50,000 is some people's wages for busting their ass off after tax. So yeah, and we're working 2-3 jobs to make ends meet. So their Greyhound is here, guys. Right there, guys. Oh. Look how they open the gates for them. Well, works. What does not work is when they go in there and open gates for them. So there you go. Gates open. Let's go around and park up there. There we go, guys. The other border patrol back behind me left. Mostly men. There is a couple of families, maybe 2 families in there with kids, but mostly men. Right now, when they start walking towards the bus, guys, I'll go on the other side of the bus and I'll give you guys some footage as they're walking up in the bus. There goes the family. 2 kids there with the mom. So remember, guys, while Border Patrol has been doing photo ops in California this past week with their operations, with their sweeps, their raids, deporting, I think in Kern County, in Bakersfield, there was over 100 arrests by Border Patrol this week. They did a sweep at the Home Depot. They ended up taking some criminals that were rapists, human traffickers, and then they did other sweeps like in Home Depot, just went around and started deporting people. While that's happening and they're trying to make themselves look good in California, this is still happening here in San Diego. And this is the same sector, guys, the San Diego sector. that were conducting those operations in California. So the way Border Patrol works, for those of you that are new, they're divided by sectors. For example, San Diego sector here covers all the way almost into Yuma and all the way up to Washington. So they're in charge. I think Oregon, Washington is where it ends up. They're in charge of the borders for Mexico, and not only for Mexico, but along the coastline. And then you have Yuma sector, which is Yuma, Arizona. Then you start going up in Arizona, you have Tucson sector and so forth, all the way down to the Brownsville, Matamoros area. A good idea, Mike. Mike called it too. Mike, our mod, called it. He goes, I bet last night we were here, he goes, I don't think nobody's showing up until 5 in the morning. And sure enough, we have an awesome mod team. Mike B does an awesome job. Oh, Uncle Bill does an awesome job. Karen, Buckle up, Mama Rita, my wife. They've been, Wyoming girl, good morning. They've been with me a very long time, and sometimes I need a reminder of what happens in what area and at what time. Yeah, and don't even talk about the northern border, right? Yeah. I heard the northern border is pretty bad too. I just never been up there. Maybe I should put this up a little bit like that, huh? Right there. Yeah, my wife stay home. My wife stay at the hotel. She's not used to this stuff, guys. I forgot that I was not by myself yesterday, and I kept her all day without eating. Besides the breakfast we had when we left home. When I'm in the road, I get so into streaming and so into trying to find the next spa or looking around. And that I forget to eat sometimes, and my poor wife suffered that yesterday. We didn't have lunch until like 7 p.m. after eating breakfast at 7 a.m. And then we were in the vehicle all day yesterday. So she was gonna get up this morning. I told her, you know what, just stay in. I'll go live here and I'll come back for you. Sure enough, she goes, yeah, I'm gonna stay in. Let me get a tripod, guys. Second guy, sorry. Probably made y'all dizzy. I know we have the tripod to move when they start walking over to the bus. Right, Gabriel? They're not. They're asking where they want. So what happens here, guys? They get taken over to the processing center, and then from the processing center, within 48 hours, 72 hours, I've seen them get released as soon as 24 hours. And how do I know? It's because those tags that they give them, they get timestamped once they get over to the processing center. And back in January of last year, they were doing mass releases at the train station, bus station here in town, and they were discarding those bag tags, and some of them were not even 24 hours old since they got stamped. What they do with their bags, they get a baggage check-in. Watch, I'll show you real quick. So right now, each one of them is getting this right here put on their bags. Their baggage gets checked in like if they were at the airport, and this together like this, and it gets ripped apart. They keep this part stays on their bag. Make sure that they don't lose their baggage, because we are a welcoming committee now. Border Patrol don't do nothing besides welcoming in. And once this was discarded back in April when I was down here, and then once they get to the processing center, they get a timestamp like this. So this person was picked up from here April the 3rd of 2024, and they made it over to the processing center at 2100 hours. And then from there, this I know how long they were at the processing center, because they were released on the 4th, on the 5th. I don't know what number they started, to be honest, but we have left the country, not we, because I make the decisions, but our government has let at least 10 million of them into our country, just like this, across all the border from San Diego all the way down to Brownsville, Texas. So what they're doing right now, this is the pre-process, the pre-check-in to the processing center. They come by, take a picture of them, take a picture of whatever documents they have from their own country. And that way, when they make it over to the processing center here shortly, they're already pretty much pre-processed. Be safe. Yeah. So border work, guys. Border walls work. What does not work is when our border patrol comes up here and opens the gate for them and allows them just to walk right in. So here they come. Just like that. Like that, guys. Our welcoming committee is here. Alright, Greyhound service. Make sure your bags are in here, guys. Don't lose your bags. So the other group went in the van. forgot he has the other group. Somebody has to close the gate. So just like that, our borders are closed again. Hey, what's up, Matt? Yeah, they'll be at the Ramada. The family will be at the Ramada. And there goes their Greyhound, guys. Beep. Yeah, I guess NGOs have their weekend off, yeah. The NGOs were not out here this morning. How dare they? They don't work Sundays, I guess. Bye-bye. They'll be in your neighborhood pretty soon, whatever they decide to go. Anybody want some free stuff? Let's see this thing. One second. This goes here. Let's see what kind of free stuff we have this morning. I slept for like 4 hours. We got back and we ended up going to sleep like around midnight. Woke up at 4.5 hours at the end, got asleep. Good enough. Here, I'll show you guys for those of you that haven't seen down here. This is right here. This all was brought by the NGOs. NGO stands for non-government organizations, such as the Red Cross and stuff like that. Many, many others. They're non-government organizations, but they get lots of taxpayer money. Make that make sense. I think like 75% of the 80% of the funding comes from taxpayer, and the rest of it comes through private. Usually they're out here handing them free stuff, guys. But I guess it's Sunday, so they don't work. Usually when they're back here, they are back here waiting for their Ubers, waiting for their Greyhounds to show up. You have volunteers here for the NGOs, handing them out hot chocolate, breakfast, waters, and so forth. Catholic Charities is another NGOs, yes. And they give them information right here, like this here, in every single language, guys. Arabic, Chinese, English, Farsi. French, Spanish, Romanian, Russian. They give them information on how to make fake asylum cases. Give them all the information needed. It says, welcome. We are volunteers providing humanitarian aid to people like you who are arriving to the U.S. border. The food service and everything is provided to you free of charge. Come from hearts of those who welcome you. We are not part of the U.S. Border Patrol. We do not know when you will be picked up and so forth. It has all kinds of information. It comes in every language for them. That way they know what to say, what to do when they get picked up. A lot of them come with cell phones, right? A lot of them, they want to make sure that their cell phones do not die on them. So that's what this area is for here. Big charging station down here. Even if you want cigarettes, guys, you're stressed, don't worry, we got you covered. We got cigarettes here. What's your... Don't worry. Free cigarettes in the house. All kinds of stuff. More cigarettes down here. Cigarettes. Get out here, I'm gonna be arrested. How could I be arrested? This is not government property here. This was abandoned by NGOs. All this stuff is abandoned property right now. Yeah, nobody, they should have no permission to set up here. This is federal. I don't even know who owns this property, but they don't own it. So when you don't own something and you leave all kinds of stuff behind like this, it's abandoned property. I can't go somewhere and leave a pair of nice Jordans out there and then expect to come back and say, hey, where's my Jordans at? Well, guess what? I abandoned my property. So here we go, guys. You think if you went to another country we would treat like this? Heck no. Heck no. Heck no. And we could try to do this in another country. Actually, there's some countries that if you try to break into the country, they'll shoot you on the spot. Any other cameras? Not counting mine now. Oh, if there are other cameras around me, yeah, there's cameras here. They have Border Patrol has cameras everywhere, but not other regular cameras. Border Patrol's still up here. They're always up here in this hill. Let me see if I can get a zoom in of this. So there's Border Patrol up there. Man, I'm loving this new camera on the phone. That's pretty damn good zoom for a freaking phone. That's all the zoom I got on the phone, but it's pretty damn good for a phone. It's the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Matt, you need one. This thing is awesome. A high some battery life. The other day I was streaming for 2 hours at the protest before breaking away, and it was at 50%. So I'm pretty about the same as the other iPhone I had. It'll give you about 3.5 hours of stream. At this point, just get rid of all my other cameras. So we'll stay out here for a little bit longer, see if anybody else show up. Yeah, the new zoom and the new chip for these phones are awesome. You have to, Matt. This thing's a game changer. When my iPhone 4, I had the iPhone 14 Pro Max before this. I used to stream at nighttime. Every time I zoomed in at nighttime, it used to get dark. I used to hate the iPhone 14 Pro Max to stream at nighttime. Come across the border, you'll get a new phone. Gabriel, actually, I've been to New York. I've taken the stream to New York. I've been to the Roosevelt Hotel in New York where a lot of them were arriving and probably still arriving to this day. And we walked around New York, walked around the Roosevelt Hotel. In the corner, one of the corners to the Roosevelt Hotel, there was a stand for free tablets and free phones for them. You just upgrade to the early and awesome. Have I been to the Ramada Inn yet? Not this trip. I'm not taking them to the Ramada. Been to the Ramada plenty of times before. Not this trip. The only thing I didn't like about is I switched service. I went from AT&T to T-Mobile. And yesterday when I tried to take you guys to the processing center where they're going right now, there was no service out there. While under AT&T, I used to have service out there. But the good thing about T-Mobile, they're in the works right now of teaming up with Starlink. T-Mobile and Starlink have teamed up. So here in the next years, the 1 year or 2 years, you're going to be able to have Starlink on your T-Mobile phones. So that's one of the things that convinced me to switch over from AT&T to T-Mobile. So you'll no longer need a Starlink dish and so forth. You'll be able just to, I'm pretty sure, use Starlink with just pay for the Starlink service on the T-Mobile phone, which is going to be pretty cool. You have T-Mobile, Linda? Awesome. Yeah, I had to reduce all kinds of payments. I was paying way too much money with AT&T. When I had the whole full stream running, I had AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon together. And then I ended up with just T-Mobile and Verizon. Not correction, T-Mobile and AT&T. And then just ended up with T-Mobile. You should put my box. I can't afford it, C10. I cannot afford to run the live view. At one point, I was paying $700 a month just on data service. Now, I cancel everything. I'm down to $240 per month. I think testing is already underway with several dozen phone capable. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Oh, Uncle Bill. Yeah, Starlink is very amazing. Yeah. Too bad, so expensive. That's what somebody told me. How come you didn't bring the Starlink for trying to go up to the fires? Well, I was not going to pay $250 for 2 days of streaming. It makes no sense. Do I still have your battery from El Paso? Starlink satellites have been capable to direct from any smartphone, text only at first, but more satellites are going up each week to increase data flow. Yes, Uncle Bill, you're absolutely right. So I'll say maybe in a year, T-Mobile will have full capability of, because they're already announcing it. The other day I went over to T-Mobile when I upgraded the phone, and they're already promoting T-Mobile Starlink. So if they started promoting it already, I say about a year before. We never lost service in the canyons with Starlink, but it was very expensive. Yeah, Starlink's too. Starting mobile base rate is just 50 gigabytes. It won't work. For to be out here and to be up in the mountains, you need the global mobile one. That works if you're gonna be at one place only, and then it sets up and you get your 50 gigabytes. But I've used it. Starlink, a lot of times I'm out here, and the one that works for me when I'm out traveling and streaming is the $250 one, which is the mobile global one. I don't even think they give you 250 gigabytes. The last time I got Starlink, I paid for it was back in late July, and there was $250 for 50 gigabytes of high speed. And then if I wanted more data after I ran through that, it started lagging, so I had to pay for the high speed part, and it was like $2 or $3 per gigabyte on top of the 250. So I ended up with like a $300 and something. Because every time I would stream, I would use about 15 gigabytes. Oh, NGOs are here. Hey, they're a little bit late. Some of the NGO volunteers just showed up. And you had lagging when you would turn corners. Yeah, and every time I went around, there was some lag because I had to readjust. The dish had to readjust. Zoom out. There they are. They're open for business, guys. Open for business. Tell them you say hi. Was she the one with playing the music last time? Last time we were down here, one of them was so triggered that we were here. She started playing Disney songs, which are highly copyrighted, to try to take down the stream. They know what they're doing. And she was just blasting Disney songs. No, this one has a Honda Civic. Alright, let's go over to Rumble. Tyro, how's it going? K1D, welcome. Anna, welcome. So what's the deal with rounding them up? Some in Bakersfield still letting them in at the border. Does have any idea what's going on? That's why I came out here, guys. 24 Laugh. Welcome, Nicole. Welcome. What's happening? Just here watching the wall. Well, you missed it. If you want to rewind and rumble for a little bit, they just picked up a group right now. Thank you, Matt. There's one in Bakersfield was drug bust, human trafficking rings. They have arrest history. Yeah, Jerry Hood. Not all of them had an arrest history. I confirmed that, but I could also confirm that 2 of the arrestees in Bakersfield were convicted rapists. One of them was part of a human trafficking. And then they did a sweep at the Home Depot with just regular people out there. And then they did a couple of other sweeps where people with no convictions got taken to. It's a little bit for everything. Joe's the horse trader still full of stuff. No, actually, I checked it out yesterday, Matt, and it was empty. The only thing in there was a table, small table. So the fire updated. The fire up on the Pasadena area is 27% contained, which is great news. That's the fire we're gonna go to later on today. It's about a 2.5 hour drive from here down there. My back's doing good. You know what helped my back lately a lot? Is naproxen. Two-hour rumble notification also. Sirens up in Mexico. I wanted to go into Mexico today and get some medication, but no way I'm gonna go in there. I think even to walk back is long lines, like an hour wait. I had to get some of my blood pressure medications in case I ever run out. I always have extra. Naproxen's over the counter. Naproxen, what is it? Naproxen sodium? Awesome, Jenny. You should go ask her, huh? What's for breakfast? Thank you. We'll see it. Be careful when the crossing gives you ulcers. Sadly, I have an ulcer and I need to take care of. But it's my GI doctor told me to not use it too much, so I try not to use it too much. But when I am in pain, I do take it. Irene will be expecting her breakfast soon. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick her up here in the next hour. Gabapentin. You know what? I got prescribed that one time, a long time ago, and I never took it. Gabapentin. So for those of you that missed it earlier, guys, I got off and talked to the guy from India. I asked him how much money you pay to get here and how long did it take you to get here. He told me 30 days to get here, and that what they pay average anywhere between 15,000, and I told them to up to 50,000 per person. When he said 15,000, I asked him, was that for the whole family? He goes, no, that's just per person. He goes, it's different for everybody, but everybody pay anywhere between $15,000 up to 50,000. I asked him, was that US dollars? He goes, yep. So these people right here claiming asylum but could afford to pay somebody up to $50,000 per person to get here. Did the mic picked up what he was saying, guys? He was talking pretty low, so I don't know if you guys heard it on the stream. Hopefully the mic did pick up what he was saying, because that's gonna make a great clip. You guys heard it? Awesome. So I'm gonna go home later on tonight and clip it and make a short video of it. Gives you GABA brain. Hey, good morning, Judy. You can have 5 months of rent for 15,000 in Korea. Thought Mexico was supposed to be stopping. Oh, they're not gonna stop it. And it shouldn't be Mexico's job to stop it, guys. It should be our government job here to not open the gates for them. They're here because they know that our government opens the gates for them and releases them into the United States. That's why they keep coming. That's why they pay $15,000 up to $50,000 per person. Pop it, Tom. You're welcome. It's hard saying for this in your chat, but yeah, it does. Funny pranks. Vance is on Fox News now, says we need to send message now, so we are not gonna let you in. Now this will be interesting to see. What happens? Here when the new administration takes office. For those of you just joining right now and waking up with us, guys, you guys could rewind on YouTube. The Greyhound came by and picked them up already. And our welcoming committee opened the gates for them. Correction. The welcoming committee opened the gates for them to walk in. Go talk to that person and see what they will tell you. They won't tell us nothing, guys. We try to talk to. All they do is get triggered in. How many came across this morning? I think there was 27 when I counted, and I think another family showed up. A little bit over 30. Emma Montana, thank you. Thank you everybody who's hopping out with fuel and expensive. Guys, it's not cheap being on the road. It's gonna freeze for a couple of seconds. I'll be right back, guys. No, I do not have to work. Well, ask for the day off tonight. Joe, do you think some BP will lose their job when Trump comes into office? When Trump is in now, they can't come in? No, I don't think BP will lose their jobs. So the plan today was to cover this here right now in a little bit. I'm gonna break off, go back to the hotel, pick up my wife, and then we'll go have breakfast, and then we'll go live for the drive over to Pasadena area for the fires, and we'll see what kind of coverage we could get from the Southern California fires before heading back to Bakersfield tonight. What's for breakfast? Menudo. Most likely menudo or birria. There's this little spot here I like to go to in Chula Vista. Every time I'm down here on the weekends, they have some very good food there. So that's why I'm taking the wife this morning. What's menudo? It's a Mexican traditional dish. It's like a soup. It's either that or some birria tacos. But Birria is, it could be made out of shredded beef or goat. You guys could type menudo in Google, and you guys could see the pictures of it. It would be easier than me to try to explain what it is. I know Menudo's a boy band in the 90s. Yeah, they were a famous boy band. Menudo. Was the NGO Karen there, Joe? I couldn't tell if this was the Karen from last time that was playing that Disney music all loud. Oh, the other Karen? No, I know exactly who you're talking about. The older lady that followed me, recording me the whole time. That one was funny. One time I showed up to, a couple of times I've been here, there was this older lady that every time I showed up to record, she'll grab her phone and just follow me around and record me. It was funny. The menudo broth is so damn good. Yeah, it is. She didn't care for me out? No, she did not care for me out. I even told, was that the one I told? If she wanted my autograph, she could have it. I'll print her out a picture. She kept following me with the phone, so I was like, you know what? If you want an autograph, just ask. I'll print out a picture for you and I'll sign it. Jeez, it should piss her off. So many memories made across the border, guys, in this last 2.5 years. It's crazy. We the people should put a stop to it, but we make the choice to sit in our asses and let it go. It's gonna take more than one to put. See, that's the problem. Funny pranks. It's easy to say, let's put a stop to it, but after J6 and what happened to the J6, nobody wants to do nothing about nothing. Because of it, everybody's scared. If you try to put a stop to this out here, you'll be arrested right away. Not the people coming in and breaking the law, not the people who just cross into our country illegally. Those will be just taken over to a processing center and might even be granted visas right away because you tried to stop them, or granted a green card right away because you tried to stop them, and you will be in jail for a while. That's how stupid our government is. No, they won't answer nothing wrong. If you mention anything of what aiding and abetting is, or if you mention anything that they won't answer. They'll just start calling whoever they have to report to and blah blah blah. I'm enjoying my Sunday morning. I want to go get into an argument with this lady who could flip out at any minute. Thank you, country Cinderella. It's a money game. Absolutely, it's a money game. Millions and millions of dollars have been made into the billions, I'll say. Well, in the billions. The cartels have made so much money. I think I read somewhere the cartels have made more money. Man, I'm stuttering like crazy this morning. The cartels have made more money in the human trafficking business, which is this, than what they did smuggling drugs. And that's crazy because the drug business, it's a lot of money for them, but they have made more money getting people to the border and across the border. All the people that work as so-called travel agents in these countries. Have made so much money. I know there's in China, there's so-called travel agents that buy them tickets, guide them how to get here. Same thing in Ecuador, same thing in so many locations. And then they get down here, and then the NGOs are making money off our tax dollars. So it's a big, big business. Bobby Rogers, good morning. How do the cartels people next door have that much money? The drug business. Sadly, the United States has a big, big drug problem. The United States consumes so many illegal drugs that's how the cartels have so much money. Joe, tell Bobby Rogers I say hi. Bobby Rogers, Ellie says hi. But all right, guys, I'm gonna head out of here. It seems like the morning crowd is out of here. There might be more tonight, later on today. Who knows? We won't be here. But we did get an update from the San Diego border. The San Diego border is still wide open. We'll come back down here in 2 months maybe for another day stream. 1 day, 2 day out here to see what it looks in 2 months from now after President Trump takes office. We should be expecting this NGO stuff to go. And if the NGO stuff is still out here, then it's time to start calling people, right? If it's still out here in 2 months. But I'm gonna go pick up my wife, have breakfast. I'll be live here in the next couple of hours. I want to go freshen up real quick, and then we will be live for the drive over to the Pasadena area. I'm gonna try guys, fingers crossed. I tried yesterday, and every time we went up into the affected areas, I gained access to those close roads. There was no cell service out there, so we're gonna see what we could do for you guys up in the Pasadena area. We're not going over to the Pacific Palisades. We're going to a different area today and see what we could do out there. But we will thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody, guys. If you guys are willing to help out with expenses, our donation links are up there. It's greatly appreciated. It's not cheap traveling and being on the road. So thank you, everybody who's helped out and everybody who's gonna help out. Very much appreciate it. But mods, thank you. Viewers, thank you. You all stay blessed. Stay safe. Enjoy your Sunday morning. We'll see you all here shortly. Until then, bye-bye.